Peace Day. Hope you are as well, wherever you're from. I got 5 things for you today. 5 things. For those of you here for the first time, click on the subscribe button and like the video and subscribe to our channel for more Philippines motivational worldwide videos, YouTube short videos, and I'm sure you're going to be happy that you did.
More Philippines.
Can you hear me, Lisa D?
Going to check it now.
Okay, just give me 1 second, guy. We're doing an audio mic check. I'm using the new, I'll see if I can show it to you. I'm using a new mic. This is one of Lisa D's birthday gifts. This is one of Lisa D's birthday gifts. I'm using a new mic, and I tested it out, and the audio is awesome, man. I'll be using this mic from now on. It's awesome on this mic, man. It picks up everything. Yeah, I got 5 things for you, man. For those of you here today, for the first time, thank you so much for joining us. This is a live that we do. We do several lives a week now. Last year, we minimized our lives. This year, we're going to be doing a lot of lives on a regular basis.
Hello, sir. Terry Fleming.
Terry Fleming, now, what's up, Terry? Good to see you, my brother from another mother. Terry, I need you to go to PayPal.com. Go to PayPal.com. Sign up for PayPal.
Sir Terry said, I don't have PayPal, BobbieD.
Okay, sign up for PayPal, Terry. Go to PayPal.com. Sign up for an account. It just take about a minute.
I'm so sorry, BobbieD.
Can you please let me do my show, please? What's wrong with Lisa Queen Angel? What is wrong with her? Can somebody tell me what's wrong with her, please? I need to know. Now, go to PayPal.com. Sign up for an account. And then when you get Bobby, I'll tell you what to do. Go to PayPal.com/BobbieDix, BobbieDix, no spaces. PayPal.com, right? / one word, BobbieDix, BobbieDix, no space in the name, okay? When you do that, it's going to sign you up for the PayPal account. All you need to do is put your email address, your name, and then it's going to ask you to form a payment. You put your payment in there, and whatever you want to send it to the show, send it to support this channel. Okay, man? Thank you so much. Lisa D, please, I'm trying to do a show here. I don't know what, can somebody help me with her? What's wrong? She laughing like a cow. Okay, that's my lady. I love her. All right, but yeah, I'm testing out a new mic today, guys. This is a brand new, what's the name of this mic? HD digital mic that came
That's my mic, guys.
Okay, so she playing now. Quit playing, Lisa D. I'm trying to do a show, please. Okay, but yeah, today, happy Martin Luther King Day for all of you African Americans out there in the world. Happy MLK birthday, MLK Day, Memorial Day, birthday, whatever you want to call it. Happy. This is a day that black people in America honor Dr. King for all of the things that he's done to assist African Americans to become first-class citizens in the United States versus being second-class citizens. For those of you that many of you have never experienced segregation. Many of you have never experienced being called a boy. Yeah, when you're a grown man. Many of you have never experienced going to a fountain with one fountain had a label on it, white only, and another public fountain for water had a label colored. They didn't call us blacks back then. They didn't call us African Americans. They didn't call us blacks. They called us colored people. And that was, if you were an African American back in that time, when someone called you boy, that was very, very demeaning if you're a grown man. And when someone called you colored, that was very demeaning as well. Okay. Now we have come as a nation as an American nation, as a nation of black Americans. We've come a long way in some areas. But when I reflect on the totality of where we are, we have not come far enough, okay? We're still being killed. African Americans are still being killed at an alarming rate. We're still being treated to a large degree as second class rather than first class citizens. We're still being held back from jobs because of the color of our skin. Okay, we're still being, I guess, discriminated against as far as buying property and so forth. If you're black, you're going to get the worst deal, worst interest rate ever. And sometimes if you're black, they find you black, they won't sell it to you. Those types of things are still being done to us, and they should not be. There's laws on the books that you know try to prevent those type of things. But when somebody's made up their mind, they want to be discriminated, they want to be against blacks. That's what they're gonna find a way to do it. So it's up to us as African Americans, black people in the world, to stand up for your rights. It is wrong, ladies and gentlemen, for someone to hold the color of your skin against you, and they don't even know your name. Yeah, just because the mere fact that you're black, you got to get back. Yeah, if you're white, you all right. And if you brown, stick around. Okay, I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. Judge me on my character. Judge me on my personality. Judge me on how I treat you. Okay, don't judge me just because I'm black. It's wrong. It's demeaning, and it'll never be right. Okay. So I'm thanking Dr. King for all of the hard work he did to get us the laws on the books. John Lewis, Hosea Williams, many of the great civil rights leaders of the past, the forerunners who many suffered, bled, and died for us. And we have to give credit where credit is due. And on this day, I want to honor Dr. Martin Luther King, one of my heroes in life. I have several heroes, but he's one of them. President Barack Obama is another one. In my opinion, he was the best president, and may never be another one like him. Okay, and there's many, many more. John Kennedy, former John Kennedy, he's deceased now. Yeah, but yeah, I got a lot of heroes, and Jesus Christ, number one, right? But yeah, and so I want on this day, on his birthday, I want to celebrate and remember Dr. King for 5. I want to go over 5. I might go over more than 5, but I got 5 things. Let's start off with 5, okay? Some of these things you may know, some of these things you may not know, but it's always good to have knowledge of people that you esteem, you hold in high esteem for, you hold in high value for. I hold Dr. King in high value. Now, was he perfect? Nah. He was a man just like me. He put his pants on one leg at a time, just like me and you. Yeah. He went to the bathroom just like me and you. He did a number 1 and a number 2, just like me and you. Okay. He had weaknesses. And I'll talk to you another time about some of his weaknesses. He was human. He had some weaknesses. He one of them was women. He liked the women. And I'm not just saying this to try to put him down. I'm saying this to let you know that even though he was a man that led people and he was high up, he still had weaknesses, and he still fell victim to some things that most men fall victim to. Okay, so let's talk about some of his things. Number 1, name change. Did you know, ladies and gentlemen, that Martin Luther King Jr. was originally named Michael King Jr.? Yeah, that was his name when he was born. His father was Michael King Sr., okay? His name wasn't no Martin Luther King when he came out the womb. I know some of y'all think he was, that Martin, he was born, that was his name when he was born. No, that was not his name when he was born. Martin Luther King was born as Michael King Jr., okay? Now, the reason why he was a junior, because his father was Michael King Sr. Both of them were pastors. His father was a famous pastor. And Martin Luther King was a pastor as well, okay? Both of them, this is a little known fact, both Martin Luther King Jr. and Sr. changed their names to Martin Luther. Now, why did they change their names to Martin Luther? To honor the German Protestant preacher, religious leader. His name was Martin Luther. Okay, after they both went to a trip to Germany in 1934. Now, Martin Luther King was born in 1929. Okay, So when he died, Martin Luther King was 38, I think he was 38 years old. He was a young man. Yeah, he was assassinated. He died trying to lead people like you with this melanin in these skins, trying to lead us to a better life, trying to stand up for our rights. Okay, that his life was dedicated to helping people like me and you, little man on the street. And so when people are like that, you have to hold them in high regard. You have to remember what they did for you, and you have to appreciate, more importantly, appreciate what they did for you. Number two, talk to you about his name change. He's Michael King Jr. His dad was Michael King, and this is a strange thing. Both of them changed their names to Martin Luther in honor of the Protestant religious leader Martin Luther. Okay, after they both, the son and the dad, went to a trip to Germany in 1934. Okay, number two, little known facts. Martin Luther King Jr. earned a PhD at the age of 25 years old. Yeah, can you imagine that, man? Yeah, Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King, earned his PhD in systematic theology from Boston University at the age of 25. Now, Boston University is very, very renowned university. Reason I know I tried to get in, they wouldn't let me in, man. I'm telling you, that was one of the schools on my list, y'all. When I graduated high school and I started looking for colleges, Boston University. I didn't know Martin Luther King got a PhD from there, but Boston University was one of the schools on my list. And I put in my application and everything. I lost my money. They turned me down. They turned me down. They turned me down. And but I did get into HBCU. I got into Clark. It's called Clark Atlanta. At that time, it's called Clark College. I went to Clark Atlanta for 2 years, and then I transferred to Georgia State University. I went to Georgia State University for 1 year, and then I finished my schooling. I transferred again to Arkansas State University. I was chasing after a job out there, and I went to school. Anyway, but I graduated from Arkansas State University. But Boston University was one on my list. Also Cornell University. I had hired, back in them days, I was 18 years old. I had big dreams, baby. I wanted to be a doctor. Oh, man. Ooh, Lord. But I didn't give up on all my dreams. I realized I made changes to my dreams and to my hopes and to my goals. And so I always had high goals because that's how I was raised. My mama always raised me to do your best, be your best, speak your best, walk your best, eat your, everything the best. And when you are raised like that, when you have that type of mentality, you can't do nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but the best will make you happy. Nothing but the best will satisfy you. Okay, and so that's how I was raised. I want the best in life. That's how my mama raised me. That's how my mama praised me for the best. Okay, so number one was what? He changed his name to Martin Luther King. His father changed his name to Martin Luther King Sr., and his son changed his name from Michael King Jr. to Martin Luther King Jr. That was number one. Number two was what? Martin Luther King Jr. got a PhD at the tender young age of 25. Now, I don't know what y'all, when I was 25 years old, I was still in college, man. This guy got a PhD. I was like my second or third, I was like third year in college. This guy got a PhD, baby. Yeah, at 25 years old in systematic theology at Boston University, okay? His dissertation was called A Comparison of the Conceptions of God in the Thinking of Paul Tillich and Henry Nelson Wyman, okay? And some of those people, I don't even know who they are, but that was his dissertation. He was highly intellectual, very intelligent man. He went to Morehouse College for his undergraduate. And those of you that don't know, Morehouse College is one of the most famous colleges in America because it's produced so many black leaders, famous black leaders, and Martin Luther King was one of them. Okay, all right. Number three. Okay, these are facts, little known facts about Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Number three, he was influenced by Gandhi. Yeah, you remember Gandhi, man, Mahatma Gandhi, the guy in India. He was a man of peace. King was greatly influenced by the philosophy of nonviolent resistance. Everything. I don't know about you guys. I'm old enough to remember Dr. King and his philosophy. One day, and I was a kid, I was like maybe 4 or 5 years. I mean, I'm old man. I mean, about 6 or 7 years old. Anyway, they had a march, a rally in my town in Charleston, South Carolina, where I was born. Dr. King had a rally there, and I heard him speak. I didn't realize how significant that would be in my life. But it was when I reflect on it as a kid, I heard him speak, but it wasn't I was a kid. I was just out there having fun with my friends and stuff. But I heard him speak. He talked about nonviolence. We're gonna march nonviolently. If they put their hands on you, just stand still and let them take you, lock you up. All kind of stuff. Those things I remember as a kid. Okay, and so many of you never experienced that. Many of you never had to fight for your rights. Many of you never had to walk and march and say, we want to be free. I remember when I was a kid, there was a song that sang, I don't want no. This song, remember this song? Those of you that don't know nothing about civil rights rally and civil rights marching, you won't know what I'm talking about. But this song, when we were marching and on the rallies and the marching, we would go, I don't want nobody. Turn me around. I'm not gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. Not gonna let nobody turn me around, turn me around, turn me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on marching, marching on the freedom land. I remember singing that as a boy, and when you was a young kid, stuff like that would inspire you, man. Stuff like that will motivate you. I felt that I belonged when I sang that. I didn't really understand everything it meant at the time because I was a kid. All I knew was we was marching for our rights. You know what I'm saying? That's all I knew. And it was fun to me, I didn't know the full breadth of it. I didn't know the full scope of it. All I knew was this is coming from my background. When I was a kid, my mama took us to see a movie because it was a part of our schooling. We would get a better grade if we go to see the movie. Many of you remember this movie. It's an old movie. It's called The Sound of Music. Okay, you remember that movie? It was a musical, but I was like maybe about 6, 7 years old. Anyway, they told us if you get your parents to take you to see that movie and you tell us about it, we'll give you a better grade. So I said, Mom, I gotta go. So Mom takes me to the movie theater, right? And back in them days, remember, just got through telling you there was a colored sign and a white sign. We went by the white side. I said, let's go in, Mama. She said, no, son. I said, Mama, I want to see the movie. Let's go. He said, son, this is not our side. I said, what you mean? I was shocked, man. It was nice. I was like, she said, we got to go on the side. I said, side of where? I was like, well, I want to go in the movie. So I was looking at the white side. Okay. It was nice, man. Clean, sparkling, lights, everything. We had to go on the side of the movie to get in. And when we went on the side of the movie, we had to walk up these stairs. It was a long way up. And we sat in the balcony. Yeah, we sat in the balcony way up there. We could barely see the screen. And that was the colored side. Okay, there's things like that I remember as a kid. And I remember, to me, it was one of the worst feelings ever. I couldn't go on the side I wanted to go in. I had to go in. And the same with the buses. We had to sit in the back. Yeah. I just told you a few minutes ago, if you black, you got to get back, right? Yeah, we were black. We had to get back. And the white people, if you got on a bus, guys, there could be on the front of the bus, there could be 15 seats empty, vacant, right? But if you black, you had this melanin in your skin, you better not sit down there. You get beat up and locked up. So I learned that as a kid. Always go to the back of the bus. Oh man, it's so much stuff like that I could tell you. So much stuff like that. I had to deprogram my mind about stuff like that. And I had to realize that I'm just as good as anybody else. And I thank God for Dr. King because he kept this thing about having a dream, and that don't judge me on the content, on the color of my skin, but the content of my character. Those things like that kept me, that changed my mind and helped me to reprogram my mind to let me know that I am just as good as anybody else, despite my color. Okay, or because of my color. My color doesn't make me or shape me. It's my character. It's my personality. It's how I deal with people. It's how I deal with life. How I treat you. How I meet you. How I greet you. That's what determines BobbieD. Okay, that's it. You know, it's not about my color. And get that stuff out your mind. And that's one of the things, guys. And I live in the Philippines right now. Those of you who don't know, what these people do out here is they judge you by your color. Okay. I'm telling you the truth. You know, a lot of people, a lot of bloggers out there are not going to tell you this, but I am, because I've been out here 9 years, going on 10. This is how they judge you, by your color. If you're white, you all right with them. They love white people out here. But if you black, they might deal with you, but you're like second choice, or they deal with you because they have to. Okay, it's not because they deal with you because you're a nice guy and you deal with them squarely. They deal with you because you have to. They don't like your color. I can tell you, and I'm working on a video about this, about how I was mistreated recently about going to the store to get some coffee one day. But anyway, I'm gonna have that video soon. But let's go on. So number one is what? Name was changed to Martin Luther King Jr. Number two, PhD at 25. Number three, he was influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, King was greatly influenced by the philosophy of nonviolent resistance as advocated by Mahatma Gandhi during his visit to India in 1959. Dr. King made a visit to India in 1959, and it deepened his understanding of Mahatma Gandhi's nonviolent resistance. Okay, and his understanding and his influence on nonviolence made his nonviolent his movement, his socialistic movement for social justice for African Americans, a pillar of the movement. Could you imagine if there's people in his movement were violent? We had guns and weapons and wanted to fight back with the authorities. Oh man, it would be a nightmare. It'd be like the insurrectionists, the J6 insurrectionists, January 6th. You know, we would wind up killing people be killing. Yeah, it would be crazy. But you know what? Because we had this melanin in our skin, it would be no hope for us. We would all be taken out. It wouldn't be no hope. Okay. But see what happened to the J6 people, many of them got life sentences. Some of them got off scot-free. Okay. So I'm telling you, man, there is a double standard in this country. Dr. King has made some differences and things and some of the laws and so forth, and we're being treated a little bit better. But my guys, we got a long way to go. Number three, influenced by Gandhi. Number four, hold on. Number four, Dr. King, Martin Luther King Jr., was arrested. I don't know what's wrong with this camera. Here we go. Dr. King was arrested. Guess how many times? Take a guess. How many times? I'm asking you a question. How many times was Dr. King arrested? Take a guess. I'm going to count to three. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. He was arrested 29 times, guys. Can you say 29 times? I don't know why this thing my camera's messing up. These big time. It just zooming in on my face. Anyway, he was arrested 29 times.
Are you serious?
29 times. Yeah. King was arrested numerous times during his activism for civil rights. His commitment to nonviolent protests often led to confrontations with authorities. In total, he was arrested 29 times, highlighting the sacrifices he made for the cause. And not only was he arrested, guys, he was beaten. They beat him like a dog, okay? Busted his head, busted the lip. I mean, the man was beaten to a pulp many times, okay? And he suffered because he knew that he was leading a movement, getting people the rights that they needed to get, and somebody had to do it. You know, and he was the chosen one. He was God's chosen to get us where we are now. Get us some of the rights we are now. So 29 times. Last one. Dr. King's last public speech. Martin Luther King's final public speech was delivered on April 3rd, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee. And who knows the name of that speech? What is it known as? And I don't know why my phone keeps zooming in on me. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, hold on. I can't leave because I got the mic in it. Why is it doing this? Anyway, I'll pull it back like that. Dr. King,
Ooh, it's too big.
that's why I said it zoomed in on me. Hold on. I got to get this zoom. Okay, wait. I don't know why this phone is doing it. Anyway, I think because I got the new mic on. But Dr. King's last public speech was April 3rd, 1960. And you see Lisa D's hand in the Lisa D, come on now. Okay, she's trying to help me out now. Okay, Dr. King's last public speech was April 3rd, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee. It is known as I've Been to what? The Mountaintop. Mountaintop speech. And it's a very coincidental speech because in that speech, he spoke about his mortality. And the next day, the very next day, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated. Okay? So, those are 5 things. I got a few more things I might want to share with you. But those were the 5 main unknown, usually, or not unknown, but little known facts, okay, about Dr. King and the movement. And now you see why I and millions of Americans, not only Black Americans, Caucasian Americans as well, celebrate this man's life and his birth, okay? He made a difference in millions of people's lives. And his life was sacrificed. He was a young man, you know? And he was assassinated on April 4th, 1968 in Memphis, Tennessee, okay? And it was a terrible day for me. I remember when I heard the news that he was assassinated. I was like, what? And I was crying. I remember my teacher was crying. And they let out school early that day. And I went home, and everybody in my town, there was a little bit of looting and a little bit of burning, but not much compared to some of the other bigger cities. But I'll never forget when I heard about it. I was in school and I came home, and it was not a pleasant situation for me. So those are some very little known thoughts or points, or I guess information, facts rather, that we know about Dr. King. I want to give you a few more. Number 6. Dr. King received the Nobel Prize in 1964 at the young age of 35 years old. Yeah, can you believe that, guys? Nobel Peace Prize. Youngest recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize at 35 years old. Okay? His I Have a Dream speech was one of King's most iconic moments during the March on Washington, okay, for jobs and freedom, okay? And again, he was assassinated in April 4th, 1968, okay? So those are some things that you should know. For those of you that are looking in and you're not African American, those of you that are Filipinos watching us, this is the man that helped many people that are Black in America, okay? Millions of people to get better rights and to get treated fairly. And it was his movement, social justice movement, that caused us to come out of segregation. I was born in a segregated South. Then I went to school. I think I went to school. My first 2 years of schooling was segregated. My 3rd grade, then everything it was broken up. You know, they unsegregated it after that. I remember going with white kids in school, and I was like, what? I'm sitting next to a white boy. I'm like, what is this? You know, it's sort of shocking to me. Many of you never had that experience because you've always been around white people in school. But I had to get used to that. You know, I didn't know. And then I had a white teacher. Like, what? Whoa, white teacher. You know, all that stuff was new. So, and I found out, you know, when I first started going to school with white people, I had a little stigma. It's like, man, you know, I don't know. I didn't know if I could keep up with them, you know. But I realized real quickly when the teacher started asking questions and I was the only one raising my hand that I had it. You know what I'm saying? And that let me know I'm just as good as they are, you know. So never let your color put you down because of your color. Your color doesn't matter. It's how you treat people, your character, your personality, how you walk, how you talk. That's all that matters, man. Okay, so that's all I got to talk about Martin Luther King. Happy Martin Luther King to all of you today. God bless you so much. We appreciate you tuning in. Today was the first caucus in Iowa, Republican caucus, and Orange Man won. Which I told you on I think my last broadcast, I told you he'd win. I predicted he'd win, and we won. And he won by a very, very historical margin. Okay, so that means that the first one, he won that one. He may win all of them. He may run the table, but he'll be seeing Mr. Biden in November. Okay, I think they'll be butting heads again like they did last time. And I'm praying, and you should, those of you that want Biden back in office, you should be praying as well that Biden wins out. Okay, now. Many of you don't want Biden to win because I had somebody told me on my last broadcast that I'm not voting for Biden. He didn't try to get peace in Palestine with the Israel. He went out and something else he said was something else, but I said okay, that's your choice. I'm not here to tell you who to vote for, ladies and gentlemen. That's not my goal at all. I could care less who you vote for. It doesn't matter to me. I want you to vote for Biden, but if you don't, I could care less. It's your right to choose who you want to vote for. Now, here's my thing. If you don't vote, you are dope. That's what I got a problem with. When you don't vote, my vote don't mean nothing, man. You don't count. You stop the lie, mister. Every vote counts. You don't want it to count. That's why you don't vote. So if you want your vote to count, vote. I'm going to vote for the President of the United States in November. And it will be Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris as vice president, like I voted the last time, voted them in office. So I would suggest you choose your candidate wisely. How do you choose your candidate? You follow their platforms, you follow their agenda. If they don't have a track record of being a president, then you follow the past things they've done in the past, as in whatever organizations they were in. My candidate for president has a outstanding, stellar track record for 4 years of being a president. Okay, many other presidents cannot come close to what this older gentleman has done. Okay, they can't come close. He runs circles around Orange Man, and it's when you compare apples to apples, orange to oranges, and I guess that's a pun on Orange Man too. Biden up here and Orange Man down here. Okay. Orange Man is the only president that lost jobs for the people in this country during his term. Biden has gotten more jobs than any other president during this 4-year period, okay, including Obama. Okay, I'm just telling you facts. That's just one. One of my show. Maybe this in the next day, a couple of days, I'm gonna bring you a show showing you the significant accomplishments of this man we call Joe Biden. Okay, it is very, very significant. Inflation is at its lowest peak since the last 50 years. Okay, it's like 3.6, 3.7. That's unheard of, man. And we're just coming out of a pandemic. That's unheard of, and it's because of his leadership, and it's because of his guidance, and because of his maturity and wisdom as an older gentleman. Okay, now those of you who don't like old people, that's your problem. That's not mine. That's yours. And don't put his age. I just got through telling you, judge people not necessarily by the color of their skin don't judge them by the age either. Judge them by the content of their character, their leadership ability, and how they treat people. Now, am I trying to say Joseph Biden is perfect? No, he got issues. But we all got issues, man. Some things that he didn't do, I wanted him to do. He didn't get it done. The John Lewis Voting Rights Act, he didn't get that done. Okay, maybe if he doesn't get another 4 years, maybe he will have. One of the problems with not getting it done is he got a Congress that's controlled by MAGA idiots. Okay, that's how I feel about it. I know y'all don't like me saying that, but that's the way I feel. MAGA extremists. Okay, and when you deal with MAGA extremists, right now the MAGA extremists, ladies and gentlemen, they saying if we don't, they want to shut the government down if they don't do something but securing the border. Crazy stuff like that, man. You gonna hold people hostage like that. Anyway, let's go see who got right in the chain. BobbieD, one nation to rule up. Terry Fleming, first man up. What's up, man? Good to see you, Terry. Riding the train, Bobby Lee. He said, hello, love train. What's up? What's up? Good to see you, Terry. He said, I got it. Okay, Terry, go on get that PayPal, man. Go on and sign up for that. It don't take but 2 minutes. Go on get that PayPal. And for those of you that want to send a donation to help the channel keep going, go to paypal.com. You go to PayPal. This is what you type in your phone or when you get online. PayPal.com. PayPal. Oh, this is what you type. PayPal.me/BobbieDix. BobbieDix. No spaces. Okay. PayPal.me/BobbieDix. When you do that, it's going to walk you through getting an account, and it's going to tell you how much you want to send. You send that amount to me. That will support this channel. Okay. You like me? You like to see me and Lisa D come back to you on a regular basis? Support the channel. Okay. That's all I got to say about it. And if you don't want to support, nobody beating you down to do it. That's your thing. It's your thing. Okay. All right. We got Terry Fleming. Freddie Mason. What's up? Number 2 just won't do. What's up, man? Good to see you. Terry Fleming. Number 1. He said, Terry Fleming said, hello, sir, Perry. Perry Mason, what's up, love? Hey, man, we doing good, man. Good to see you in the house. Perry Mason, he said, Terry Fleming, how are you? Terry Fleming said, great. Terry Fleming said, later today, I have an appointment with a realtor, but I'm having serious issues with Trump locking myself down in America now. I got you, man. We got to focus on getting Biden in office, keeping him in office, rather. He's already in office. We got to focus on keeping him in office and keeping Trump out. How do we do that? We talk. We talk and we vote. We talk about the benefits that this man in office has done for us, for everybody, not just black people. He's the president of everybody, all Americans. He's helped black, white, brown, all of us. Okay? And he's doing the very best he can. He's not perfect by any means, but he's better than Orange Man. Okay? I was under Orange Man for 4 years, and every day I was almost semi-depressed because this man would come out with all kind of crazy statements, you know. And I don't know about you guys. I do not want to wake up one morning and realize that my president is a convicted felon. I don't want that. I don't know. I just don't want that in my life. Okay. And I think some of you like me, you don't want your president to be a convicted felon. But that could happen. It's a possibility. And let's just face the fact. It is a possibility. Okay. So he has 90-something charges, 90-something, I think it's 93 charges, and every day this month, almost every week, he's in court, okay? And these are no trumped up charges, okay? Pardon the pun. But these are no flaky charges. These are serious charges he's under, okay? Who wants a thug for a president? Can you raise your hand? Anybody want a thug for the president? Let me see you raise your hand. Raise your hand. I'm putting my hand down. Nah, I don't want no thug, man. I don't want no thug like president. I just don't want a thug like president. Now, you be a president of the United States, you need to be above board. You need to be as clean as you can be. Because you're an example to the nation, to the people in America, and you're an example to the world, the free world, okay? That's what president of the United States are. They're an example to the free world, the entire world. Okay, he said, okay, so you say you got issues, you're going to your realtor. Okay. So Terry is looking for a house, y'all. He's got a VA loan, he's got a guarantee certificate from the VA, and he's going to get his house. He's a veteran, disabled veteran, 100% disabled, and he's tired of staying in these apartments, okay? And I think he's doing an awesome thing because anytime you purchase a home, you always get value. Your home usually increases in value versus decreasing in value. So you're making an investment and your money's going to grow. The longer you stay in that home, the more value your home gets and the more your investment goes up. So you cannot go wrong purchasing a home, okay? So do that thing, man. Go on and tell the people what you're looking for, the area of town you're looking for, and then tell them you looked at exactly what you want. You want 3 bedroom, 2 3 bath, whatever you want, man. And then they'll work out a plan. They'll find out. They'll sit you down at the computer. They'll show you the house that you asked about, and then you'll decide which one you actually want to go see, and you decide which one you want to place a bid on. That's how you do it. And because you're a veteran, Terry, you don't have to put anything down. That's the best part about it. You just say, I want that one right there. And he said, okay, sir, you got it. You know, You ain't got to put nothing down. All right, well, listen, we got Freddie makes it. Glad to see you doing great, Sir Fleming. All right, cool. Okay, man. That's all I have for y'all today. Me and Lisa D get ready to do some things. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be back with y'all. I can't say I don't have a set schedule. Okay, just get that in your mind, ladies and gentlemen. I used to have a set schedule. I was coming like 4 or 5 times a week. Remember that? I had to cut that out because I was burning myself out, and I was hurting myself in the process of bringing those live streams. Hurting myself and my relationship because Lisa D was like, "You ain't got no time for me." I said, "I got to do the show. I got to." Now I got plenty of time for her, and that's the way it should be. Lisa D and I, we spent time together today, all day. We didn't go out today because we went out all the last few days. We stay on today. Today we had a beautiful time together. Lisa D and I reminisced about a lot of stuff, our current plans, our future plans. We looked at some things we did in the past. And the day after we did all of that, sitting down talking, chit chat, we watched a movie together, and then we got outside. Guess what we did outside? We planted some plants in the garden, in the little grass area we got, and we cleaned it really good. I cut the grass real good, and then we replaced the flower pots we had. We just worked outside today, side by side. I loved it. Lisa did say, "Oh wow," she said, "I'm so happy." I said, "You happy for what?" She said, "My man is helping me in the garden." Oh my God, because I was always busy, man. You know, those are the little things that really make a big difference in your life, guys. When you're in a relationship with a woman and you love her, it's things like that, helping her, the small stuff like that, really, really touches her. So I'm thankful for the time we shared today together doing our thing. All right, man. That's it, guys. It's been real. It's been real. It's been real. It's BobbieD and Lisa D in the background, y'all, saying take care, God bless, and this mic. She's a mic right here. It's I know y'all hear the quality of sound. Them be using this mic from now on.
That's my mic.
She said, "That's my mic." I know it's your mic I'm using. You're not using it. But Lisa D I'm gonna be using. She got some glasses, y'all. And these glasses, when you put them on, whatever you see, it records. So I'm looking at it now. I'm learning how to use it. I'm gonna bring a show recording with the glasses on. Okay? I think I'm playing with you. I'm gonna do that thing. If it works, I'm looking at it now. And then she got another camera. It's a small handheld camera that you can do video recorder, but you can use your hand. I'll be using that too. And in fact, on my next video, on my next live stream, I might use your handheld. Is that all right, Lisa? Ma'am, can I borrow your video camera, please, ma'am?
No.
Okay, she'll let me borrow. But yeah, so I'm gonna be testing some gadgets out as well, guys. All right. Guys, y'all be good. Okay, Michael Coffee, what's up, man? What's up? Michael Coffee, need some. What's up, Michael? He said, "Babi, hello. Maya Muntang Habang Gabi Kamustakan in Cebu. A not there in Cebu. Keep the faith." Nurse Mike, thank you so much, my brother from another mother. Nurse Mike is a nurse that works in the acute hospice care centers, and he helps people that have been designated no help. You know, they're on their way out. So he does the best he can to make them feel as best that they can before they leave this earth. And it takes a very, very strong person to do such a thing. I'm not sure I could do that because I would probably get emotionally attached to these people, and I'd be like crying and wow, you know, y'all don't want to see me, y'all. But I couldn't do that. But thank God we got people like Mike. We got people like Michael Coffey that can do that something. All right, guys. That's it for now. This is BobbieD and Lisa D in the background saying take care, God bless, and peace. I'll see you on the backside of tomorrow. Take care. And this thing don't want to turn off.